If you've got a real estate YouTube channel that started to majorly decline, the good news is I'm gonna help you fix your YouTube channel today. And actually, the majority of real estate YouTube channels fail after the first year because of a number of massive mistakes. But you're probably somebody who's hung on for quite a while. You've got a good producing channel and it just flatlined, or it's really dead right now. That's who I wanna really speak to today. And I'm gonna give you really the up-to-date strategies of how I'm doing. I just turned on a light with my foot. How I'm doing my YouTube videos and what we're helping our students with each and every week to really propel their channels that we're in the same situation as you. So we're gonna focus on a few things of why you're in the predicament you're in. 2, helping you to pick your core type of content that you can really focus on. 3, we're going to talk about what equipment is working best today for 2025. This is something that is really hindering a lot of real estate agents. And at the end of this, we'll talk about your path forward going into 2026 and beyond. My name is Jackson Wilkie with the Channel Junkies. I created the Living In system that you see across the country, across the world now, about 7 years ago. On this channel, I give you the most up-to-date data analytics, the real true insight of YouTube channels. I currently have 14 YouTube channels across the country, and we've taught thousands to do the same. So if you want to know the real strategies and how this whole thing came about, make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. So why do these channels go dead? Why are they flatlining or just really nosediving to the bottom? Now today I'm going to talk about 2 different reasons why that happens. One of the main reasons, even though I've kind of touched on this earlier, I really want to emphasize on is our number one goal and our focus is chasing views and subscribers. I don't know how many phone calls, emails, text messages, Facebook messages, direct messages that I get of people just wanting to get more views. That is the absolute wrong way to look at this thing. Guys, I am prime example. I've had a channel for almost 8 months now. It only has 300 subscribers, and we are now closing consistent volumes of homes every month from it. I don't really care about having 300 subscribers. It doesn't do me any good anymore. It is a strong indicator that we're moving in the right direction, but at the end of the day, is the content supplying your viewers exactly what they want? And number 2, this is the culprit to channels declining. It's the burnout. How do you avoid burnout? I get to a point where I don't even know what I want to shoot anymore. Sometimes I do that with this channel. But the one thing that I can teach you from shooting probably at this point over 10,000 videos, not everybody's seen all my videos. In fact, some of you are just joining me in the last few months. Do you realize I've been doing videos on this channel since like 2018, 19? There's a really good chance you didn't see my first, and I hope to God you don't go watch it because they're atrocious. But the one thing that I've been able to figure out over time is the adaptability of my channel. Sometimes you can go down a rabbit hole just talking about the same thing. But if you're in the business, if you know what you're talking about, things are changing constantly. And that is something that happens with your market, right? And we may say, well, I've already done a vlog on that area once. There's a good chance, A, that a lot of people haven't seen that yet. And B, let me just give you some comfort advice. I know for a fact that if people are really interested in a certain area, they will watch 2, 3, 4, 8, 10 videos on it. I take myself as an example, and you probably have examples as well. When I was learning about YouTube back in 2018, 2019, I probably watched the same title video 140,000 times. How to grow a YouTube channel, how to get 1,000 subscribers, how to get your first 10,000 views. I was so obsessed with it. It's just like people moving, relocating to your city. In fact, if you've had reach outs in the past, you've probably had the reach outs before that say, oh my gosh, I've watched some of your videos 3, 4, 5 times. You have to realize people are thirsty for this knowledge that you have. So it is very comforting to know that you can release the same videos. Now you may need to tweak the titles, tweak the messaging a little bit, but at the end of the day, the people are still searching that and they want new videos. So you can just update the content. You can also update what's happening in the area, but you don't want to go down the path of talking about a new mega $2 billion thing coming to Houston that has nothing to do with relocation and real estate. A big mega sphere up in Dallas. Again, that is gonna appeal to the world and vacationers. It has nothing to do with people moving there. But new insights on what's going on in the market, some new home builds, where you're seeing opportunity with resale, those things are great. You can do it with map videos. Oh, I'm kind of spoiling what we got to get into later, so I won't go there until it's time. Again, if you guys would hit the like button. I'm getting a little bit more deeper in the weeds as of the last few weeks with these videos to try and help you guys get your channel out of dying and up into prosperity, where we love to get our elite students going. The last thing I want to touch on with the burnout is that it's real. Sometimes it just happens, but the number one tip I can give you, and this is something that we really try to force our elite students to do, is you pick one day, one time every single week, not to upload your video, to go shoot it. The thing that I've learned, especially when I was managing sometimes 11 to 12 channels at once, I'm doing 20, 30, 50, 40 videos a week, you just run out of time. You always feel like you're behind, and it was a recipe for disaster. So what I learned after doing it for years and years was that I just need to have it consistent. I need to know exactly when I'm doing it. We go every single Monday at 10 a.m. and we never miss it. Now, if we're gonna be gone for a week, just like we're gonna be gone, I'll be gone in 2 weeks. Jojo and I shot 2 videos yesterday. We got ahead of it instead of being behind. So if you can set a day and a time every single week, I will guarantee you in the next maybe month, 3 months, it's gonna become so much easier. And what I would also do, bonus tip, is maybe set aside later on in the week where you just book 1 hour to leverage Google, ChatGPT, or our coaching program, whatever, to try and figure out your topic, plan the video so that when you show up on Monday, or maybe it's Friday, you've already got the video title, you've got all that, and you're gonna be excited about it. You're actually gonna be more excited. It's gonna be a better video. So planning it is going to be a massive help to you digging out and avoiding burnout. Comment down below if you've ever hit burnout. I bet you I've burned out more than all you guys combined, but I want to know down below who's going to be honest with me. Have you ever hit burnout? Now, here in a second, I'm actually going to talk about my newest updated strategies on equipment. This is one of the biggest hurdles that I have to work with agents, as they either buy too much or too little. I'm going to give you the sweet spot. This is how you can make better videos that people really enjoy, get those average view durations up. But this is what we do. We love helping YouTubers who want to grow their channel, who have channels that are just struggling, and that is who we work with. Not everybody. It is only for a select few. We interview you. At the end of the day, consistency and burnout is real. And here is the problem too. If I was cold calling every day and I just kept getting no, and I'm making thousands of dials a day, do you think it's just not making enough phone calls, or do you think it's actually my scripts and the way that I'm communicating with people, right? As real estate agents, we know that, but unfortunately out in this world today, all we hear is just shoot more videos. You have to do the correct videos. You have to pay attention to the analytics, and you got to shoot better quality videos. That is my email, info@jacksonwilkie.com, to learn more about our elite coaching and to see if you are even a fit for the program. And we also provide channel audits. If you've got a YouTube channel that's been going for a while and it's starting to really nosedive, there could be some serious dead weight in there, and we have the ability to really dissect your channel, see what's working, obviously see what is not working, and really amplify the health of your channel. So we do those audits as well, info@jacksonwilkie.com. Next, I want to get into what kind of equipment we're using as of late. Now, the only reason I bring this up is not to make it more difficult for you. It's to simplify things. This is what's crazy, and I went through the same mindset at one point. When I wanted to make better videos, I felt like I would get more views, more subscribers by having better editing platforms, by having more expensive cameras. But what I learned quickly is all of that stuff just gets in the way. As many videos as I've shot and presentations and all that, I am actually a very bona fide simple man. I like to just kind of use a camera for what it is and figure it out how to use it best, right? I don't have a ton of equipment. I have upgraded and updated to a Sony camera with wireless microphones and a gimbal. But that's not something that I highly recommend if you're just kind of trying to dig out of the weeds. But I will tell you that sometimes this quality really needs to improve, especially if you're going to be going longer, 12 minutes, 15, 20. If we're using kind of older cameras that it gets kind of awkward and shaky, I think what the viewers are doing is going to a more pleasant picture. So for this, I really highly suggest that if you are using a phone, that you get some kind of really still gimbal for it. I hate using phones because it's tough to transfer the data. If people call, it turns off. Half the time we use with the screen, and this is a big one, we have the screen of the cell phone. So we look at ourselves and we don't look into the little tiny lens. Again, people are gonna bounce off. I am in the world of average view durations and watch time. So any little thing that distracts them, shaky cameras, that's going to make them bounce off. It could be really holding you back. One thing that I do highly suggest, again, GoPros still work very well. I could go kill it with a GoPro. DJI is an incredible company. They have the new Osmo Pocket 3. It comes with a wireless mic. I have found that it's a little bit touchy. Sometimes it gets off of you, but if you turn it into selfie mode and do facial recognition, it is pretty well established as a great camera. Again, not to overcomplicate it, I want to simplify it. You do not need to go out and spend $3,000 on cameras and gimbals and all this stuff. Wireless lav mics. Oh, and let me tell you one secret. Please, 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 please. When you turn on that camera, no matter what you're shooting with and you have a wireless mic, turn it on to record and go check, 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 microphone check. Make sure you hold that camera really far away, or you set it down and you walk away and check, check, check. So that's the tough part about, with wireless mics. The thing will gauge, it'll run back and forth, but if you have a cord just barely unplugged, it's not gonna work. DJI wireless microphones actually have a record function on it. So you can also record that file in case for some reason it's not plugged into the camera. But if you check your audio, nothing worse than shooting an entire video and realizing your audio is messed up. But to finalize that, really whatever you can get most comfortable and confident with. If you're somebody and a big camera's too heavy and it's gonna hurt your arm, that's probably something you want to avoid. Again, cell phones on gimbals, DJI Osmo Pocket 3s, or even smaller point and shoot Sony camera on a gimbal. Those are gonna work amazing. Get a wireless microphone, you're gonna be cooking with gas. Last but not least, you got to build some kind of consistency and momentum. Really what I would love to see is one video a week, really for about the next 90 days to really try and dig this thing out. I've shown in past videos how it took me 7 to 8 months to dig my Houston YouTube channel out. Everybody views it today at where it's at, but it actually nosedived really bad to where I was only getting about 500 views a day total on my entire YouTube channel. And now our floor is set more in that 3,000 to 5,000 views a day. It was something that I had to work really hard at, but I set a consistent day and time every week, not only to upload the video, but to go shoot the video. That consistency completely changed my life. It is just so embedded into my brain now. It's just every week it happens at the same time. I get the video back at the same time. I've already pre-done all of my SEO and my thumbnails to when the video's ready, I upload. I just put it all in there and schedule it. Guys, that's going to simplify life for you. That's gonna make you consistent. And then from there, you've got to be just obsessed with your data analytics. You gotta look at those videos, make sure that they are really producing the results that you want. Every week you try to strive to increase those average view durations, that watch time, and even those click-through rates. And if that is the most difficult part for you, really monitoring if you're doing the right thing or even figuring out what to say in those videos, again, I invite you to reach out to me. We have limited space in our elite coaching program. We don't accept everybody. It is an interview process only, because what we learn is we don't want a bunch of people who think they want to do it. We only want people who we know will get their work done. We have the strictest policies. We don't allow you to just upload a video to the editor and get it back 2 days later. There is a system to this, but that is why they are all blowing up. And if you want to hear from them, our Facebook group, Channel Junkies YouTube for Real Estate, that question is posted in there every day. Hey, what about this program and that program versus Channel Junkies? How about you go read it? You can read everybody's reviews who's in the coaching program and let them speak for it. But the system that we have built is unlike anything out there. And again, it ain't for everybody. So info@jacksonwilkie.com to learn more about our elite coaching program. And again, like mentioned before, we also have those channel audits available. Reach out to me here. Guys, that is a playlist of the most up-to-date YouTube strategies that you will find in the world. Check out that playlist, go through those videos, and reach out anytime. Subscribe if you're loving these videos, homies.